Hello dear students. Let's move on to next topic, quantum numbers. Before knowing the quantum numbers, you should be aware of shell, subshell and orbital. So let me discuss with you all what is all these three things. Actually, modern atomic model is based on wave nature of moving electron. Okay, that what we were discussing about dual nature and Heisenberg uncertainty and Schrodinger wave equation, that you don't, that is not reduced for this year, that is completely reduced, you don't have to study that in class 11th. Okay, that clears that the atomic model is based on wave nature of moving electron, and atom is made up of two parts. Number one, positively charged nucleus, and number two, three-dimensional region around the nucleus where electrons are present. Orbitals, subshells, and shells. Shells are what? Orbits. Are present in the outer region. Okay. Around the nucleus, these orbitals, subshells, and shells are present. Let's start with orbital. What is orbital? According to modern view, there are no distinct circular orbits around the nucleus. The thing which you were studying from class 7th, that circular orbits are present around the nucleus. Modern view is saying that there is no distinct circular orbits around the nucleus. And according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, the precise description of the electron path is not possible. This only was there in the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Therefore, Bohr orbits have no real meaning. Orbital is a three-dimensional space around the nucleus where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. What is orbital? Orbital is a three-dimensional space around the nucleus where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. And an orbital can accommodate at the maximum two electrons having opposite spins. Opposite spin. In your book, some book, you will find that this is the denotion of two possible spins, but you remember that whenever you are with me, you have to make this half arrow only, half up and half down. This will show the opposite spin. This you don't have to make, this you have to make. Okay, half head arrow. So an orbital, these are orbitals, s orbital, p orbitals, d orbitals. These will contain maximum two electrons of opposite spin. And orbitals are of, see here, s orbital, s orbital, p orbital, d orbitals, and f orbitals. In this screen, s and p is here, and d and f orbitals are also there. So total orbitals are of four types: s orbital, p orbital, d orbitals, and f orbitals. And these orbitals are of different shapes. Their shapes are different. The shape of s orbital is spherical. You can see here, s orbital is given here. It is spherical in shape. P orbital, you can see that it is a dumbbell shape. It is dumbbell. Px, py, pz. P orbital is a dumbbell shape. When we will move on to d orbital, we will find that it is a double dumbbell shape. And f orbital shape is very complicated, that you don't have to study. The shape of the orbitals we will study in the next lecture. Today I am discussing only orbital, subshell or shells and quantum numbers. Next topic will be the shapes of orbitals. So except s orbital, all other orbitals have directional character. As you can see that whenever we will make s will be a spherical shape. But when we will make p orbital, then we have to take the axes x, y and z. According to that, if it is px, then I will make px. If it is py, then I will make py. If it is pz, then I will make pz. So this is the direction. So s orbital will not show any direction, but p and d will show the and f will show the directional character. An orbit consists of subshells and subshell contains orbitals. Try to understand this. An orbit contains subshells and subshell contains orbitals. Orbit, what is orbit? Orbit is shell. Orbit is shell, and subshell are also called principal energy level and sub energy level of the electrons respectively. Let's see what is subshell. So orbitals, you understood? Orbitals are of four types: s, p, d and f. Orbitals, s is spherical, p is dumbbell shape, d is double dumbbell shape, and f I have not discussed, as I'm not saying by my own that it is complicated. It is given in the book that it is a complicated structure and we don't have to study here. Okay, so that is your orbitals. Next is subshell. Subshells are represented by the letters S, P, D and F. S, P, D and F. These are your representation of your subshells. And the maximum number of electron in S, P, D and F subshells may be: in S, one orbital will be there, maximum 2 electron. In P, 3 orbital will be there, maximum 6 electron. In D, 5 orbital will be there, maximum 10 electrons can accommodate. And in F orbital, F subshell, 7 orbitals will be there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and total 14 electron can accommodate. Okay, what I have said, the subshells are S, P, D and F. And the maximum number of electrons in S can remain 2. In P, 6. In D, 10. And in F, 14. Since an orbital can have at the maximum of 2 electrons, the number of orbitals in S, P, D and F subshells are, that I have told you, in only 2 electrons can remain in one orbital. So number of orbital in S is 1, S1, P3, D5 and F7. Okay, so in 1, 2 electron, in 3, 6 electron, in D5, 10 electron, in F7, 14 electrons. And the last is your shell, that is orbit. Shells of an atom are represented by the letters K, L, M, N. I hope you remember this. K, L, M, N, and so on. Or shell can be given the numbers also 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. As the number of shell increases, atomic radius of the atom increases. This you are aware of. So it is clear. Orbitals S, P, D, and F. Four types of orbitals are there. Subshells. When we will study about the subshell, first see the shell. This is nucleus. Around the nucleus, shells are present. First shell, one subshell. Try to understand this. In first shell, that is one, or you can say K, only one subshell is present. In second shell, two subshells will be present. Here it is shown. In third shell, three subshells will be present. Okay, K, L, M, N are your shell. That is orbit. And it can be represented by 1, 2, 3, 4 also. And in one first shell, K shell, there will be one subshell. In two shell, there will be two subshell. In third shell, you will have three subshells. So now let's move on to quantum numbers. Quantum numbers are of four types. One by one we will discuss. An atom contains large number of orbitals. Three quantum numbers are required to describe energy, size, shape and orientation of an orbital. Four quantum numbers are required to describe completely the position and energy of an electron in an atom. The principal, azimuthal, and magnetic quantum numbers come from the solutions of the Schrodinger wave equation that we have not studied, but you have to know that from Schrodinger wave equation only we have received the principal, azimuthal and magnetic quantum numbers. And the fourth quantum numbers, that is spin quantum number of the electron, is about its own axis and it is called spin quantum number. So quantum numbers give complete information about the electron in atom regarding its principal energy level, sub-energy level, orientation of the orbital and spin of the electron.
उसकी इसको सेकेंडरी क्वांटम नंबर भी बोलते हैं।
अच्छा,
देख लो बुक,
कहीं लिखा तो नहीं है।
उसके बाद मैग्नेटिक होता है।
सेकेंडरी क्वांटम नंबर, इसका क्या मतलब है?
म्यूचुअल क्वांटम नंबर क्या मतलब है?
हैं?
म्यूचुअल का क्या मतलब है?
अच्छा, मेन